Hey, I'm Matthew Stebbins with the Space Coast Elite Homes team, and I wanted to do a quick video update of what's happening in the market here in Brevard County because everybody always asks, and I figured you need to know the more that's going on. So, some people in the United States have seen on the news that things aren't going so well, but you have to remember that real estate is very granular. So, certain areas are doing well, like Florida is doing pretty well overall, but Central Florida is doing amazing. And we are part of the Central Florida area. We are on the East Coast where I'm located. And so just to give you kind of a heads up, some areas haven't done so well in other parts of the United States, and the news just kind of doesn't overall. But here, still pretty well on fire. So let me give you a little bit of stats. I have to look a little bit off to my camera just to kind of go off, but wanted to keep you updated on what's happening. So median sales price actually has gone up from last year 7.7%. Last year was $349,000 for a home. Now it's $376,000 for a home. So that's a 7.7% increase. And that was last year when things had slowed down a little bit. Now that the rates have come down a little bit more, we've noticed that things have sped up a little bit when it comes to homes on the market. And values going up as well. Homes sold, there were 770 homes sold last month compared to 819 a year ago, so not that much of a drop overall. Days on the market, 40 days on average, but we're talking homes from dirt cheap up to multi-millions, and they take the average of that. So that's actually pretty consistent. It was actually went down 2.1%, which is kind of funny. But supply has gone up. So a year ago, we had 2.2 months worth of supply. Now we're at 3.5 months worth. So that is a huge change for us. But there have been a little bit less people selling. So that kind of makes sense that, you know, with things slowing down a little bit, it's just kind of upped over the last few months. So just to show you that things are still going well, there are still homes that are selling in a couple of days. So those amazing homes sell very quickly. Now, condos and townhomes, I like to go over that because people are looking at those as well because they're a little bit cheaper. They have had some interesting pieces of information come out with them. So a year ago, the average median sales price was $302,500. Right now, it's at $299,345. So just a 1% change, not much, but still a little bit of change. 186 homes sold this month compared to 190 a year ago. That's a 2.1% change. So that's not all that much either. Average days on market actually have doubled. So we're at 63 days compared to 34, actually a little more than double. But because there's a few things that have been involved. One is the insurance requirements for the condos, and two, we're a secondary market for condos, so if the housing market slows down just a little bit, condos and townhomes are the first ones to go usually, and it's usually beachside. Months of supply and inventory have jumped up about 80%, and I can tell you why. That also is because we're a secondary market, as well as Airbnb has slowed down a little bit. So now people are getting rid of their Airbnbs too, on top of all that. So we have 5.6 months of inventory compared to 3.1 months. So, but in overall, the housing market here is still pretty well on fire. It may not be the city of Orlando on fire, but it's still going pretty darn good. So just want to let you know what's happening. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'm Matthew Stebbins with the Space Coast Elite Homes team. Talk to you soon.